movieweb.com.
I just want to tell you something.
What do you want to tell me?
You are my girl.
I love you, Jimmy.
What is that?
It's okay, there's nothing here. I haven't heard a dog bark or a car pass. It's nothing.
I did a set visit on the film 2 years ago, and I was talking to Brian. Yeah, and he said he was shooting for horrifying realism. That's what he said, horrifying realism. I'm like, oh, that's pretty interesting. And so now that I see the film, he nails it, right?
That's
so
great.
what was it like filming it and actually seeing the finished product and actually seeing like all the chills and scares?
Well, I'm really glad you said that and brought that up, and to hear that Brian said that, because I didn't know he'd said that. But for us, we weren't making a horror movie. We were making this real story about this couple that's in the woods, and this stuff just starts to happen to them. And of course, we were conscious of making sure that things were scary enough and believable enough.
That was his job.
But we really wanted there to just be such a reality to this, the whole thing, and it was such a bleak sort of like the house and the set, and there was nothing but the two of us in these rooms and this idea of these people. And so thank you for saying that, because that was our greatest goal and ambition. So thank you.
There's not really even a drop of happiness in the film. It's just
Not a lot of laughs.
very dark. So I mean, you two, and you're basically just together the whole film. I mean, how do you lighten the mood, on set? We saw you for that one day. How was it, outside the takes?
Just get boozy, man. No. I mean, when we were at work, we worked really hard, and then Fridays were always fun. We'd try to go to a bar and sort of let loose and have fun and blow off some steam.
I had my beautiful son around, so that always... I would go home after night shooting, being like covered in blood till 6 in the morning, and then I'd get home and Milo would be getting up and I'd have to make breakfast with him, and so that was my release, I guess. But we also did have fun on this movie in a way that there was a point where it was like clearly we would go singing and dance, and we would go do karaoke and literally dance to 80s rock music, and we were in this little tiny town in the middle of nowhere in South Carolina, which was wonderful, and the people were really generous and kind to us, so that was a nice way for us to let off steam. Went to the country fair.
Country fair,
that was lovely.
That was cool. That was my first
Animals,
country fair.
cotton candy, roller coasters.
I want to bring back Brian into it because...
Let's talk about the horror. I don't care what you did after hours.
No, I mean, this is such Brian's baby. The way that he was, when we spoke to him, when he was describing the film to be like, now that we finally see it, I mean, I really think he nailed his vision.
Yeah, right.
Talk about him, because he's a first-time director. How did he direct you? What do you expect from him, your final results?
I mean, he was great. I mean, he'd been thinking about this for a long time, and I mean, the script was so detailed and had such that feel to it, and I think he was the right guy to sort of bring that onto the screen. I mean, for a first-timer, he was great. He knew when to, go in and sort of, push us, and he also knew when to let us go and leave us alone and let us do our work on our own. He was great that way.
And it was really, I'll never forget the first time I met him at the Chateau Marmont in LA. I flew myself to LA to meet him because I wanted to be in his movie so bad. And he walked in and he's really beautiful. He's like this 6'4", like he's covered in tattoos, and he's really cool. And I remember when I looked at him for the first time, I understood like this, like a little of the idea of the look of the film. And then sitting with him, he would give us music and CDs, and
that was great.
He was always and showing us photographs and of what the house needed to be like, and it was something that was very close to home for him. And he, basically invited us to be these characters in a way. It was like, I love your project and I want to work on it. And then he was like, well, you can be my Kristen. It was really a interesting process, because it mattered to him so much who these people were. Really, it did. It was really interesting to be a part of that.
because you were home.